All right, so I have received quite possibly the most hyped fragrance in Dua history. This beats out Mighty Elixir 1, Mighty Elixir 2, and anything else that I'm aware of, okay? And that is Oh So Fresh, okay? Nothing but positive feedback. Honestly, some of the reviews were, you would think were satire, but for them being in the Dua group, okay? And I have not smelled this yet, so don't take this the wrong way. But I want to read you all some of these reviews, and I'm not gonna say who's put it or anything like that because I don't want to, bash people. Maybe it is the best thing in the world, or maybe it is to them. It's just, to me, it was kind of comical. It started out with Ross Carlos. He had done a review talking about how amazing it was, and then he had done a video the next day talking about how, he never wears fragrances 2 days in a row, but this stuff was so good he had to, pushing it. Some other person said this was the best freshie he's ever smelled. Just nothing but glowing reviews. This person saying this is, loves this one. It cannot be hyped enough. Here's another one. I'm just here to spread the word. This juice is on God, official. Wore this last night to work. I was blown away. This was the first freshie that has blown me away. Call it hype if you want, but promise you, don't sleep on this. It's fruity, juicy, clean, fresh scent. Anyway, just going on and on and on. Talking about how it's, basically God's gift to the world. People talking about, essentially, this guy went on to say, I'm taking a chance and buying a backup. I haven't got my first one yet, but everyone is jazzed about this, and I hear it won't come back, limited edition, okay? He went on to then say, makes me wonder about getting a third one, and in fact did get a third one from the comments. About 3 bottles of $112 fragrance after discount of something he's never even smelled. And why did he do that? Because of the hype. Because Dua capitalizes on fear of missing out. That's their marketing strategy. They come out with these limited edition scents. You can only get 100 ml bottles because then they can generate more profit. They can make more money for it. And then everybody wants to fit in. Psychologically, we don't want to be the ones who missed out. What if this is the best fragrance in the world? What if this is the second coming of Christ? And you are one of the only few individuals who missed out on that opportunity. Okay? You're one of the only people that will never be able to get your nose on this, fantastic fragrance. And, it works for Dua. I'm not hating on them. They're geniuses for doing it. They know exactly what they're doing. They pump out 1 million releases. They capitalize on the fear of missing out. And then they also do this thing where they'll put some of what they have in inventory, during a weekend sale. They'll put 100 bottles up. It'll sell down. People see it's starting to sell out. They jump on it and buy it when they weren't originally going to because, again, fear of missing out. Everybody wants to fit in. Everybody wants to be there. They want to display it. Look what I got, and sharing the experience, and the whole social media affirmation and everything else. But then Dua will do what Dua does, and they'll say, "Look what we found. There's 50 bottles. We found ingredients sitting in the warehouse to make an additional 50 bottles." As if there's raw ingredients sitting in the warehouse that they're sitting there making into oils to make into a fragrance. As if they don't have a company who's making these oils and they're just mixing with alcohol. That's obviously not done at their warehouse. Nor, even if it was, would they just all of a sudden have 50 bottles worth of that or be able to make that within minutes. What they do is they hold back fragrances to generate the hype, to generate the fear of missing out. And it works. It works flawlessly. So again, congrats to Dua. It's working great. I'm not hating on Dua. It's just comical seeing this stuff, seeing people just go crazy over stuff. So anyway, to get back into the fragrance, this is apparently, again, if you go on Dua's website or Dua's Facebook page, this has really not had a single negative review up until the point it sold out. Once it sold out, 2 people that I saw gave what I would, say were rather objective, descriptions of what it smelled like to them. One person compared it to like a nice laundry detergent. Someone else said it smells like lemon cleaner, but good lemon cleaner. Part of me isn't, that's not a bad thing in the sense that this wasn't marketed. And again, this isn't a jab at Mega Dave or anybody. This was marketed to be a mass appealing, fresh fragrance that was inoffensive. And that's what you would get if you were trying to do that. Is this semi-boring, mass appealing, fragrance that's not taking any risks. It's not doing anything really out of the ordinary. And it's just fresh and appealing. Okay? That's what it should be based on what it was originally marketed as. But then this hype, happens with everything, happened here. And now, got people basically saying like, hey, you got this. I'm going to get rid of my entire collection. So maybe I'll do that after I smell it. We don't know. But anyway, it's enough of my rant. I just think it's comical. And I, thought it would be, I had to, I guess, air out my annoyance. But this comes with, the notes are Sicilian lemon, Sicilian orange, Sicilian mandarin, bergamot, pineapple, orange blossom, petitgrain, ginger, iris, basil, Haitian vetiver, amber, ambergris, vanilla, and white musk. Okay, so very fresh, sparkly is what it kind of sounds like the opening is going to be, and then there is that iris and vanilla and musk that are going to kind of probably give it somewhat of a more heavier kind of dry down in a way. Not it's still going to be fresh, but not just citrus. Again, there's been reviews all over the place. 99% of them have been, this is God's gift to the world, but let's see how it is. This is the bottle, or the box. Bottle actually looks really nice. It's probably one of the best looking bottles from Dua. Yeah, it looks awesome. Great job on the bottle, I'll tell you that. Mine's actually full, or dang near full, which is pretty rare too. Can't smell it off the atomizer. All right, so let's see what this smells like. I have seen some people say, and honestly, I see where they're coming from. Some people have said one guy had pointed out that the notes exactly line up with Dolce & Gabbana's orange and Dolce & Gabbana's lemon if you did a hybrid of those two, and he's right. With the addition of pineapple, if you take the pineapple out, the notes are spot on, even the iris and the musks and everything. So I would not be surprised if this is, in fact, just a hybrid of those two. Most Dua's originals are actually just essentially hybrids with added notes. Sometimes not even added notes, but if you look at their entire Encounter Scents line, it is all just designer fragrances with added notes. Baccarat Rouge 540, YSLY, Ultra Malt. Anyway, it goes on and on and on. Broski Pour Homme is Tom Ford's. I don't blanking on it now, but the Extreme, and whatever. It is what it is. But I would not be surprised at all if this is in fact just a hybrid, marketed as an original. It doesn't really matter as long as it smells good. Good atomizer, as is always on these. All right, let's see. Let's see if this is it. It's fresh. I'm getting the iris off the bat. It's in the mid, but it's definitely off the bat. Now I get why some reviewers were saying this isn't masculine. It's supposed to be masculine fragrance, but why it leans feminine. That iris definitely kind of puts it in a feminine way. It is not obviously like an iris like Dior Homme or something like that. It does not smell lipsticky, but it definitely smells floral. So you get this huge citrus opening with the iris. And the iris does, now I get why people were saying it smells like fabric softener. It gives off this laundry detergent vibe. Very, fabric softener-y, clean laundry, that kind of scent. And not that that's necessarily a bad thing. A lot of the most popular fragrances like Le Male and Reflection Man and, even like Mont Blanc Individuel, and they kind of have a fabric softener vibe. That fresh laundry, a lot of people really like the smell of that, especially women. But the way the iris is done in here, I see why. This is certainly unisex. If anything, I agree. I think it leans a little more femme than it does masculine. The citrus is nice, though, in the opening. It's really nice. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of iris and a lot of the citrus. I'm smelling more orange than lemon and pineapple. Yeah. It's nice. Is this the best fresh I've ever smelled? No. Is this a must-buy? No. Will I be selling my entire collection? No. I will wear this and I'll give feedback. Performance from my what I've seen has been anywhere from 2 hours to last 10 plus hours. Who knows? I know it's supposedly just like other duos. It's going to get better with time. This is fresh. Yeah, you get a lot of iris. You got to like iris. It's definitely there. But you get the citruses as well. Not really getting any musk or anything, but I'm sure as it dries down, I'll start getting some more of that. So citrus and iris is what you get in the opening. Again, it's more unisex. The iris is similar to anybody who's smelled Sammy's Iris Flame. That iris smells almost exactly like this iris. It's that very florally iris, not lipsticky iris. It smells good. I do think it's feminine, more so, but guys could pull it off, I guess. Yeah. Fresh, clean, laundry detergent kind of smell. Yeah, I mean, I'd give it a 7 out of 10, okay? If I were ranking it. It's different because most fresh fragrances don't utilize iris like this. So it's not your typical completely boring freshie. But it's also not mind-blowing. And I don't see it being... I see it being mass appealing, but not really sexy or seductive if that's what you're wanting. Just kind of, oh, you smell good. Like clean clothes, smell good. We'll see, though. I'll update you all on the dry down. I find this comical. Again, Dua in the Dua group is just hilarious. Hilarious. I mean, I have not seen something hyped this much ever. You know, and of course it's limited edition. Why is it limited edition? Well, the only reason to make it limited edition is to generate fear of missing out. And that way we can work on another bottle and do the same thing. Same reason they don't offer 30 mils of these, because they wouldn't make as much money, because they knew they were going to sell out of these, as they do every single thing that gets hyped. So, I mean, as long as everybody keeps hyping everything they drop like they do, there's no incentive for them to offer 30 mils or to make something non-limited edition, because then they can just move on to the next thing. And that's also why I don't believe these are true originals. One, because Dua has a track record of using clones and adding a couple notes. Takes away from the expertise and the time that is involved in making an original creation. But also it makes it a lot easier just to switch on to the next one, because you're just utilizing stuff that's already out there. Okay. And, you know, again, it works. Clearly it works for them. They've sold out. They'll sell out when they come out with Oh So Fresh 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Mata 15. People are going to buy them. It smells good, but it's not mind-blowing. Literally smells like citrus. Nice citrus kind of bright opening on top of some fabric softener. Okay, that's what I get. Smells like fresh laundry. I don't really get the floor cleaner smell people are saying. I could see it because of the citrus, but definitely get the fabric softener smell. Yeah, so anyway, I guess there's not a whole lot more to say. And I know I've ranted plenty, but it is what it is. And again, Mega Dave, if you're watching this, which I doubt you are, but if you are, this is not a jab at you. I think this did exactly what it was originally intended to do. The problem is Dua's hype machine worked exactly how it was supposed to, where this got blown up, and this, from being what it was supposed to, which is this nice, mass appealing, fresh fragrance, which it absolutely is, to God's gift to the world, second coming of Christ. This is, you know, the all, end all, be all fragrance that everybody must own, and it can replace your entire collection. So, again, nothing against you. I do not have any problem with you. Actually, part of the reason I wanted to buy this originally was to support you. You know, and it's cool you got your own fragrance. Again, it smells good. Not hating on that. It's just, it's the Dua group's comical. And it's not just Dua. I'm not hating on Dua, but they know what they're doing and they do it well. So we'll just leave it at that.